Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films, and today, it's almost Christmas. Pretty close. It's pretty close to Christmas. And today, I'm going to be reacting to Gremlins. This was voted on another Patreon poll. And yeah, we are watching the 1984 movie Gremlins because it is a Christmas movie. Now, obviously, because we're reacting to it, I have never seen Gremlins before. And I don't know too much about it other than there's like these weird Furby things and they turn into gremlins. They turn into these little monster dudes. And it's at Christmas. That's all I got. That's really all I got for this movie reaction. But yeah, this is going to be our second Christmas movie reaction for 2020. Because if you guys missed it, me and Dad actually did a reaction to Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which was a ton of fun to do. Just completely going on how horrible that movie was. So I am excited to watch this movie because, well, obviously, I'm a bit more excited on this movie because this is a good movie. I know. I at least know that this is a good movie. So yeah. So I've got my limp Santa hat and my constantly shaking Christmas tree, and we are all ready to watch some Gremlins. So we might as well get right into it. The full length is available over on my Patreon page like always. There's also a link down in the description if you want to go watch that version, watch the movie along with me. If not, though, just wait a little bit and the movie reaction will start up here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into Gremlins. Here we go.
Friends, let me introduce myself.
Hi.
Peltzer's the name, Rand Peltzer.
Rand
That's me there on the
Peltzer.
corner.
It's a politician's name right there.
It's the invention of the century, friends. It eliminates the need to carry heavy luggage and things when you travel. And you got yourself your shaving mirror. You got yourself your toothbrush. You got yourself a toothpick. You got toenail clippers. You got nail file. And you got yourself a dental mirror. This is going to revolutionize traveling.
Oh, it's a weird Swiss Army
let's
knife.
just say for the sake of argument. What is that?
Mogwai.
Mogwai.
Look, I've got to have him. It's a present for my son for Christmas. It's exactly what I've been looking for, and I've been everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think you want that.
That's $200. I'm sorry.
$200 in the 80s.
Not for sale.
Okay, mister. Here it is.
Oh.
Or did he just steal it?
What about your grandfather?
Forget what he said. He's crazy.
Yeah, he just jacked it.
Now, come on. There's 3 rules you've got to follow.
What kind of rules?
Keep him out of the light.
Out of light.
Hates bright light.
Okay.
Especially sunlight. It'll kill him.
Interesting.
And keep him away from water. Don't
Okay.
get him wet.
Here's the problem.
But the most important
We're on Earth.
rule, never feed him after midnight.
Never feed him after
Got it?
midnight. I know that one.
Whatever you say. Hey, listen, thanks. And have a
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Sunlight, water, and midnight. Here's a little bit of a problem. We live on Earth where there is sunlight and water abound.
Good morning, Mrs. Deagle.
What's good about it?
Oh, they work for Ebenezer Scrooge. I get you.
This is what's left of my imported barbarian snowman. Your dog broke it this morning. I'll take him to the kennel. They'll put him to sleep. It'll be quick and painless compared to what I could do to him.
What could you do? No.
Maybe I'll put him in my spin dryer on high heat.
That'd do it all right.
Oh! Dog's ready to attack.
Look, I'm a junior vice president at 23.
You're
By the
23?
time I'm 25, I'm gonna have Mr. Corbin's job.
Good lord, I'm 23. I don't look like
I'll
him.
be a millionaire.
Tra-la-la-la-la. You're gonna like this.
What? Okay, so he got this for his, 20-year-old son. Yeah.
What is it?
No.
It's your new pet.
Come on, Bonnie, be a good dog.
Yeah, the dog does not trust it.
I just call him Gizmo. He seems to like it.
Gizmo. Ugh. See, this thing is so unnerving. Mainly because I know this will all go to hell, Yeah, it is kind of like Baby Yoda. I do kind of like it.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Sorry. What's in that jar?
Uh-oh.
Nothing, just water.
Uh-oh. Water.
Why is it making that noise?
I don't like this. I don't like how it's gyrating.
Is it alive?
I don't know.
Instant Mogwai, just add water. Uh-oh, it's making a lot of them. I don't like these camera angles we've got. Like, they're getting a little too Dutch.
5 new.
The one with the stripe seems to be the leader.
You know what?
What?
I'll bet every kid in America would like to have one of these.
Oh, no.
They might even replace the dog as the family pet.
Nah. Dog's like, the hell did you just say? Oh, no. Don't do this.
I keep one of these here. Run some tests on them.
Yeah. I think I could spare one.
They're so unnerving, you know?
You gotta watch out for the foreigners because they plant gremlins in their machinery.
Nah. Oh, that's where the
Same
name comes
gremlins
from.
brought down our plane.
That's funny, you know, because I always thought everyone was happy during the holidays. No matter what.
Well, most people
Yeah.
are, but some aren't. Well, everybody else is opening up their presents. They're opening up their wrists.
Oof. Jesus.
Cheery thought.
It's true. The
Well.
suicide rate's always the highest around the holidays.
It's the great paradox of the
Now I'm
holidays.
Here we go. Or maybe you guys will be quiet.
It's interesting Gizmo is different from the rest of them. No, it's after 12. No, he's looking to feed himself.
Mom? Yeah? Mom, could you come up here, please?
Uh-oh. It's alien up in here.
Did you feed them after midnight?
Well, I gave them some chicken. But I made sure that it... No, wait a minute. I made sure.
His clock is dead. It was after midnight.
I said it's great. Actually, the competition is, sorry.
Is that a
competition's a
H.G.
little
Wells
more
time
advanced
machine
than
in the back?
expected. I know it's Christmas Eve.
The time machine's gone. Oh, that's a great Easter egg. I like that.
You'd better keep him behind locked doors, because if I catch him, he's in for slow death.
I think we could have you arrested for that. Ugh. She's doing really good about being a heartless bitch. So. Uh-oh. They're hatching. This is honestly really reminding me of Alien. This is creepy. But Gizmo seems to be good. Is there light coming out of the box? Alright, everyone out.
Merry Christmas, and
Hold up, wait a minute. They have class on Christmas Eve? That blows. What part of the country is this, or is that just what they did back then? Can't believe it took me that long to realize they're having class on Christmas Eve.
You should try one of these. They,
Ugh. Turned it back on. Oh, I don't like this. God, it's tiny. I don't like it. I don't like tiny critter things. Oh, he's got a shot in his ass. Yeep. Okay. Yeah, it's actually bigger than I thought it would be. I was about to go cut a bitch. Oh. Oh, it's eating the stuff. Try to stab it. Oh! Damn! Holy crap! Good job, my word. Those inventions are coming in handy. Ah, you pissed off the other one. Holy crap! This woman is the ultimate warrior, apparently. Oh my god. Whoa! How many were there? 4? Oh, come on. You're doing really well. Oh, shit. Dual wield. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Come on. Wait, those swords are there for a reason. Yes! Oh, the Chekhov's gun. Yes! Oh my God, this is amazing! Whoa! Oh God. Really fly. Oh my God! Oh, okay. I thought that was his throat. Just this. Uh-oh. Oh no. Nah.
Look, I know it sounds crazy. I know it does, but in a matter of hours, this town is going to be turned into a major disaster area. Now you have got to warn people.
You think this kid is drunk, Brent? No, you
Oh my gosh.
These
guys.
Tell me something, Billy. Listen.
Sure.
I just saw on the Amazon
Brent.
cast list that
Turn the lights.
Officer Brent, that's Mike from Breaking Bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. Foreign TV.
I told you we should have got a Zenith.
Oh, I'm messing with the antenna. Man, subbed anime. Oh no, they have the plow. Jeez! Oh my gosh, these poor people's home. Well, they're dead. Wait, why? It shouldn't, like, because the bright lights. Hello?
Ah, be careful, Frank. You may tear your arm off. You want me to put the cuffs on him?
Billy, tell me something, will you?
Oh. You know what? On Breaking Bad, Mike was a cop, so I'm taking this as canon.
Go back, you stop that, you bad kitty.
Oh. I want to see the comeuppance on this woman.
Brad!
Don't throw water on them, for God's sake. I like that they're all dressed up, too. They have the things to specifically be assholes. Oh my gosh, is this thing about to launch her up? You're not ready. What? Oh my gosh. Whoop! Yeet! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Oh my God, I love how violent this movie is. Oh no, Santa Claus!
Jesus, Frank, that's Dave Myers. He does Santa every year.
Get out and do something, assholes! Oh no! They cut the brakes. Whoa! And they're smoking and they're drinking. I love this.
Just don't bite me.
Man, Star Wars walked so these guys could run. Oh! Oh no. Wait, how are you supposed to light a cigarette without fire? Maybe she has like floodlights or something. Oh, a camera. That worked. Good job, girl.
Billy, what are these things? Where do they come from?
They're gremlins, Kate.
Nah.
Just like Mr. Futterman said.
The evolved form of the Mogwai.
A couple hours went by. Dad wasn't home. Mom called the office. No answer.
He's not exactly listening.
Christmas Day, the house was freezing, so I went to try to light up the fire. And that's when I noticed the smell.
The smell.
Firemen came, broke through the chimney top, and me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird.
Oh
And
no.
instead, they pulled out my father.
What the hell?
He'd been climbing down the chimney on Christmas Eve, his arms loaded with presents. He was gonna surprise us.
What? Chimneys aren't actually
He
made for
slipped
that.
and broke his neck. Died instantly.
Oh, that's why he didn't scream.
And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus.
Jesus! What is this movie? Just what? What even is this?
They're inside.
All of them?
All of them? Oh my god.
Where's the boiler room?
It's in the back of the theater.
Blow up the theater. Ah. He's gonna escape. Woo! Oh, that did the trick. Holy crap.
In the department store.
There's still one.
Oh, Stripe.
The original. The leader. Alright. This is our first date. Uh-oh. Water. That's not good. Whoa! Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, come on, man. You have a bat. Hey, Stripe is really kicking the crap out of him. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez! He got shot! Oh! Uh-oh, come on! Oh, that bat's not gonna hold! Oh my gosh, is Gizmo gonna sacrifice himself? Oh! Oh, it's driving!
It's been a rough night for Rockin' Ricky.
Nah.
Still on the air.
Oh, good job, Rockin' Ricky. You made it.
Barney, we're gonna turn the hoses on him.
But don't turn the hoses on them. Wow! You still missed! But he hasn't made more yet. I guess it's gonna take a sec for them to pop off. Gih! Ah, I hate it. Come on, Gizmo. Whoa, gosh! It's about to open. This is it. Ah, sunlight will kill it. He's melting. Jeez. Ah, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ah! Yeah, it's over. Yeesh. He's dead.
I'll bet he'd like some chicken soup.
Oh, it's the dude.
You teach him to watch television.
He's turned to Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures. There
was, I believe, a box.
Okay, so he's taking Gizmo back.
I warned you. With Mokwai comes much responsibility.
Yeah.
But you didn't listen. And you see what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't
People
mean it.
are dead.
You do with Mokwai what your society has done with
All of nature's gifts. You do not understand. You are not ready.
Okay then, man.
Perhaps someday you may be ready. Until then, Mokwai will be waiting.
Alright. Well, it's for the best.
That's the story.
Nah.
So if your air conditioner goes on the fritz, or your washing machine blows up, or your video recorder conks out, before you call the repairman, turn on all the lights, check all the closets and cupboards, look under all the beds, because you never can tell.
there just might be a gremlin in your house.
Alright then. Moral of the story, I guess. Alrighty. That was Gremlins. That is goofier than I thought it was going to be. Wow. Very goofy. But very fun. Very good. I really enjoyed that, but wow. That was very, very goofy. Okay, first off, let's go to the cast. Okay. No, I don't think I've seen the dad in anything. Okay. I don't think I've really seen anyone in anything, so. Oh well. That's fine. I was just curious. Okay. That was something, man. That was definitely something. Again, a good movie. Definitely a good movie. Just goofy. Very goofy. Very funny, but I liked it. I really did like it. We can go ahead and hop into the notes. The first thing I wrote down is Rand Peltzer. Interesting character. It kind of reminds me a bit of like Back to the Future with like Doc Brown and all his inventions and stuff. Although most of those seem to actually work. But I like this guy. You know, he's got all these inventions and they don't really work. They don't really work, but you know, he tries. The guy tries at least. So I did like that. Just his character. Now it's interesting again. You know, it's like, oh, I'll get this for my son as his new pet. And it's like, really? It's like, your son who is 20 maybe? Now here's the thing. I would have said that kid was 23 years old. But then, you know, Judge Reinhold, I think that's how you say his name, Judge Reinhold. You know, he walks in and is like, I'm 23. And that was a weird, like, whoa. Now, because that's the thing is that I've seen Judge Reinhold in other movies. Specifically, 10 years after this, he was in The Santa Claus as Neil. And having him in this movie, you know, it was kind of weird. But it's like looking at this guy and then he's like, I'm 23. And it's like, are you? Like, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be the same age as this guy? I don't feel like I'm the same age as that guy. But whatever. So, but yeah. So, but anyway, but like getting this Mogwai for your, like, what looks like 20-year-old son, I don't know, it just seems kind of odd. Just a little. But yeah. Let's see. So we had the 3 rules. Now, the main rule that I knew was don't feed them after midnight. You know, it's the classic. Pretty much everyone knows that. And that's the thing with a movie like this. It's like, I knew going into this, like, yeah, there are these little things. I thought they were called gremlins. Originally, they're called Mogwai, though. But I guess they evolve into gremlins. And it's like, oh, don't feed them after midnight. And then in this movie, you know, they become, you know, the little monsters. And that's the plot. So yeah, that's pretty much what I knew. But I like okay, so there are 3 rules. They don't like bright lights, and sunlight will kill them, which is, you know, which is interesting. You know, it's a good way of setting up, like, hey, this is how they're going to defeat them at the end. Now, granted, they defeat most of them by just blowing them up. Whereas Stripe was the only one they specifically killed with sunlight. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. But, you know, the whole thing with the bright light is like, okay, well, that's a good way of, like, you know, keeping them at bay, basically. So I like that. And then, you know, they can't have any water because that activates their reproduction, basically, which is interesting. Because, yeah, it's like, you know, it kind of makes you sit there and think, like, well, wait, no sunlight, no water. Well, for half of the day there is sunlight, and we live on a planet with 70% water, so it's not a great plan, not a great idea for this species, but whatever. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then just, don't feed them after midnight, which that ends up happening by accident, basically. So yeah. Let's see. We had Mrs. Deagle. Mrs. Deagle was funny. Because, yeah, it's like, shit, man, the vehement hatred for the dog was really funny. And, it's very, I don't want to say, like, it's, like, a very standard, but, like, when she's first introduced, well, first off, she's first introduced as Ebenezer Scrooge, we're like, oh, we can't really pay for it right this second, it's like, oh, can't you help us? It's Christmas. And it's like, no. And it's like, well, that's that, So that's pretty interesting. Just basically just setting up immediately is like, all right, this is sort of a Scrooge character. And then she just hates Billy's dog, which is interesting. So yeah. And yeah, just like completely threatening the dog. It's like, oh, I will take it to the kennel where it'll be put down, or else I will give it a slow and painful death. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's animal torture. Like, now maybe, I don't know, this is 1984, maybe the rules were different, I don't know, but I have no idea. But yeah, that's I don't know, that's just a little crazy, just the lengths, what she's threatening with, basically. Is this, I hope this thing isn't bothering anyone else. It's like, anytime I move, this thing is very free. So anytime I just move a little bit, this thing starts jiggling. Anyway, don't take that out of context. Anyway, we had Gizmo. Okay, you know what? I like that they make a distinction that Gizmo is good. No, he is really good. He doesn't want to be fed after midnight. He wants to be just a regular, Mogwai. That's actually very interesting, but it's the ones that, were born from him that turned out to be the problem. Very interesting distinction. I thought it was just going to be all of them, but I like that they had one good Mogwai, Like, that was something I didn't expect, basically. So I really do like that Gizmo was good all the way. So yeah. And now, okay, originally when they were talking about the Peltzer pet, and I was thinking, like, oh, maybe, is this what is going to happen? Is that, like, they are sold all across America, and then they start attacking, every American and stuff, and it's like, no, it is just contained to this one house. It's like they said that, it's like, oh, well, everyone's gonna want this, it'll even replace the family pet and stuff, and it's like, yeah, but that didn't actually go anywhere. Like, it was just that, they accidentally got Gizmo wet, which made the others. They got fed. Then Stripe went into the pool and created, just a ton of them. So, yeah. And then they all evolved, which was pretty interesting. Again, kind of like, it really reminded me of Alien, actually, where it's like just these cocoons, these eggs that are just so gross and like gooey and stuff, and then they hatch out of it, and they've got like the claws and stuff like that. It's like, no, this actually did kind of remind me of Alien. Like, that was really, really cool. I like the imagery. So, yeah. And okay, I wrote this down. Again, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about with this. I just want to mention it again. Those kids were having class on Christmas Eve. Like, what? Like, you don't get Christmas Eve off in the 80s? What's that about? I don't know. That's just so weird. Like, I don't know. I would just assume that, like, maybe, okay, it would make sense if, like, back in the day, maybe kids didn't get as much time off at Christmas as they do now. But still, they had class on Christmas Eve. That's just ridiculous. So, I don't know, like, if things were different in the 80s. I mean, I guess, because why else would they have that in there, that the kids are having class on Christmas Eve, Anyway. And then, okay, this is when the movie really turned into a comedy, basically. So, first off, we had we had the mother kill 3 of them. Like, holy crap. She just completely annihilated 3 of them in a row. Like, that was so crazy. And I love it too because it's like, okay, you know, they have the inventions around the house and stuff, which is, you know, okay, that's kind of funny and stuff. I like that some of them are actually used. Like, you know, that's the thing is that, at least on the first one, you know, it sort of, you know, it has its head, I guess, in whatever, the mixing bowl or whatever that was, and she just turns it on, and it just shreds him. Guts everywhere, like, oh my gosh. And then, you know, there's the other one, she gets the table as a shield, and then she just stabs it, like, whoa! Holy crap! Like, that is insane. Oh god, excuse me. My nose has been itching all day. It's just dry, so... So she gets that and just stabs the other one. And then, you know, she, I guess, what was it? She, like, chased the other one and, like, you know, put it in the microwave and it just exploded. Like, holy crap. This woman just took down 3 gremlins by herself. Like, that was insane, man. I love that. Oh, and then, you know, Billy comes in and I love... you know, like Chekhov's gun, Chekhov's sword, basically. They set up those swords, like, oh, they just have swords there, and then, you know, when Billy and his dad come in those 2 times, you know, the sword falls off, so you go and you put it back up. And, you know, that could have just been it, just like, oh, well, whatever, it doesn't matter, like, you don't even think about it. But then, as soon as, you know, the one gremlin, you know, gets out with the Christmas tree and everything, and then Billy comes in, you're immediately like, the swords, use the sword, and he gets the sword and just whacks it into the fire. Like, holy crap. Like, I love how insane this movie went. Because honestly, for a while, it was pretty, like, it was kind of just like a standard movie for a little while. It's like, alright, yeah, do all this stuff and stuff. And it's like, alright, you're waiting for them to change. And then once the, you know, they evolve into the Gremlins, they just go nuts. This entire movie just goes nuts. I love it. Oh my gosh. And then we had the army, which was pretty cool. The army of gremlins that were created from Stripe. See, I was also thinking, like, maybe they would do a thing where it's like, you know, I was kind of thinking maybe they would do a thing where it's like Stripe, you know, Stripe is the leader and they're all born from Stripe. So if you kill Stripe, maybe that would kill the rest of them, you know, sort of a Phantom Menace. They broken, but they didn't end up going that route. So, but yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking that, but I like, you know, it's like, oh, he's in the YMCA. Okay, that's a weird choice of, you know, putting, like, why there? And then, you know, just immediately hops into the pool. It's like, uh-oh, they're just gonna keep multiplying. It's insane. And then after that, I wrote hijinks, basically. So, let me see if I can get all of it. There's no preview, so I'm gonna have to just skip through, basically. I like the 2 cops. Did the cops die? Did the cops end up dying? I don't know. But yeah, the one cop, Deputy Brent, that is totally, I'm gonna say he lived, and that this is actually canon to Breaking Bad. So, let's see. What were the hijinks? Oh yeah, the Futtermans. The Futtermans were murdered. Oh my gosh. Like, that's the thing. This movie just goes nuts. I love this is a PG movie. Like an 80s PG movie. Like, this is, no way this would get a PG rating anymore. Like, this is definitely, like, PG-13 at least. You know? So I love that. But yeah, these gremlins just going nuts, just using the plow. Again, I guess sort of a, you know, Chekhov's gun of, like, you know, hey, they set up this plow and this guy does, you know, he's got his plow and it's got issues, but hey, you know, and then the gremlins get in there and then they run him over with his own plow. It's like, oh my gosh, that's just hilarious. So yeah, we had that. We had the one guy who was being, like, eaten by them. The one guy who was, like, being eaten by the Santa that was being eaten by the gremlins. And the 2 cops just didn't do anything. Like, at all. Like, what are they doing? They're not doing a thing. Oh, my gosh. The two worst cops. They're like the Gravity Falls cops, basically. Just doing nothing. And I love the perfect comeuppance for Mrs. Deagle. I love, and again, everything in this movie is set up so perfectly. It's like, when you see Mrs. Deagle in her home, she's coming down the stairs, like, okay, she's an older woman, so she has the little ride down the stairs. And so they mess with her ride, and it flings her out of her house at high speeds. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch that again. Just skip ahead. Hold on, I think I skipped too far ahead. Oh. Come on, where is it? No, I think I passed it. Dang it. Oh, I want to watch it again. It's so friggin' funny. Oh, wait, there it is. I like how she's saying too, it's like, I'm not ready. Just launched out of a window. This movie just gets so crazy, man. Oh, that's just so funny that it just launches her out the window in a perfect comeuppance, basically. And yeah, I like, before it's like, oh no, they've come for me. I'm not ready. It's like, whoa, what's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. So that is just hilarious. And then, we have the cops who, I'm going to say they didn't die. I'm going to say the Deputy Brent didn't die. And he goes to another town, changes his name to Mike so he can try to forget about this, and that's when the events of Breaking Bad happen, basically. Well, his backstory in Breaking Bad. So I'm gonna say this is canon to Breaking Bad. So yeah. Oh my gosh, just amazing. Oh my god. And okay, hang on. Before we get to that, let me make sure we get the rest of it. Okay, so they crash. Yeah, they crash, and then we've got Billy. Let's see. We got another scene of the dead trying to sell something. Again, it's just really funny just every time he brings something up. Now, I have to say, the bathroom buddy actually looked like a decent invention. Like, that was the one thing where I was like, okay, I see what you're going for, like a Swiss Army knife of bathroom stuff. And it's like, okay, it's kind of, it's funky, obviously, but it's like, okay, I can see what you're doing here. It just doesn't fully work. It's not fully functional. Like, that was the only one where I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And yeah, he tries to sell the smoke-free ashtray, which is pretty funny. So, and then, yeah, we go over to Dory's Tavern, where I swear it's like 10 minutes of these guys just going nuts at this bar. Like, it's just insanity. They're all smoking. How did they like... Okay, here's a question, though, because she like, has the match, and that, like, scares them off. Which is how she figures out about their weakness to light. But how were they lighting cigarettes without fire? Which, it's also like, the one time, when the one gremlin, he's like doing stuff with wires and it's setting all the lights to green so people hit each other. But when he's doing that, there are sparks and huge flashes. Like, how did that not affect him? It's small little continuity things where it honestly doesn't matter. I'm just, it just gets me thinking, So, yeah, and they have like one of them in like 80s, like the leggings and stuff. Where do they get these tiny clothes? I don't know. But it's one of those things where it's like, you can think about those things, but you probably shouldn't, So, yeah, and then she gets the camera and, gets out of there, which is great. And the violence against the Gremlins, too, is also hilarious. Just, just how many of them are just, like, tossed around and stuff. So, I like that. And that, oh my gosh, this is when we get Kate's backstory. Kate's backstory, which comes out of nowhere. This has nothing to do with anything. You know, they bring it up earlier. It's like, oh, well, I don't really like Christmas. And, you know, they have that kind of talk about, like, you know, depression and stuff around the holidays, which it is sort of the great paradox of the holidays. It's like, yeah, you know, this is when a lot of people are really, really happy, but it's also when a lot of people are really, really depressed. And, you know, and oh my gosh, that line, I love how dark this movie gets when she just says, like, yeah, oh, some people open presents, some people open their wrists. Like, jeez, PG, hello. Oh my gosh, some 80s PG. But then, so yeah, it's like, okay, she doesn't really like Christmas, okay, but that honestly doesn't play any part in the story. I love this so much. It plays no part. No, absolutely no part in the story, except to have a slight conversation with Billy, and then later to have her backstory. Oh my god. Her backstory of her dad went missing, but then she smelled something like a dead body, basically, in her fireplace, and she thought that it would be an animal, but it was her dad, because her dad dressed up as Santa, got the presents, and tried to go down the chimney. Chimneys are not actually made for people. Chimneys are not actually made for people. With Santa, it's magic. Even the Grinch had a hard time getting down a chimney, but this guy thought, I'm going to go down the chimney as a man, an adult man with an adult man's body, and I'm going to go down the chimney. And he slipped and broke his neck. Died instantly, which is why he didn't, like, cry for help or anything. Died instantly. And they, you know, basically dug his corpse out of the chimney. And that's when 9-year-old Kate found out that there was no Santa Claus. Oh my god. And as dark as that is, it has jack all to do with the story. It has jack all to do with the story. Like, nothing. Nothing. It has nothing to do with the story. It has nothing to do with the story. Oh my god. It has nothing to do with the story. And I love it. It's so dark. As soon as they evolve into gremlins, this movie goes balls out. Oh my god. That's when we also get the theater. All the gremlins go to the theater for the night. Well, for the day, actually. Because, yeah, they need a place to hide when the sun is out. Because they're like vampires, kind of. Just a bunch of asshole vampires, basically. So they all go to the theater. They're all just watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And as soon as he said, "Where's the boiler room?" I was like, they're going to blow it up. They're going to blow this place the hell up. Oh my gosh. And they did. They did. They blew it right to Kingdom Come. But that still left Stripe. So we had our final battle in the department store with Stripe, which was pretty cool. And I thought Gizmo was going to sacrifice himself. I thought he was going to, open the curtains and it would burn away both him and Stripe. But no. But they did kill Stripe. Billy got shot. Billy got shot with an arrow. Like, jeez. Man, it's like a lot of damage in this movie. Not just like the violence towards the gremlins, but the violence towards the people. And people dying left and right. The mother like getting scratched across the face. Billy got shot. Like, it's insane, man. But they did kill Stripe. And again, in a Raiders of the Lost Ark, like, face melting, like, oh my gosh. Like, that was just insane. I love that. And luckily the dad was there to see, so he didn't like get any ideas or anything. He's like, no, we cannot have these things anymore. So yeah, just completely destroy Stripe. But they did keep Gizmo. Oh crap. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, so just real quick, it's 3:25 right now. It's 3:25 right now. About an hour and 25 minutes ago, I was supposed to post today's JoJo episode. Whoopsies. My bad. Well, it's a little late. Nobody, they probably didn't notice. It's fine. Okay, anyway, what were we saying? So I like that we kept Gizmo. I like that he remained consistently good. And, like he was legitimately good. Like, he didn't want the food. He knew it was after midnight. He was like, dude, it's after midnight. No, I can't have this. Like, no. And, you know, he never, like, wanted to touch water or anything. So I actually like that Gizmo actually was consistently good across the movie. I thought he was going to be Stripe, but no. So I really like that. And at the end of the movie, the old man came by to take Gizmo away because the people are not ready for the Mogwai, but maybe one day they will be ready. So, yeah. So that was pretty interesting. So, yeah. And that's basically it. Holy crap. Again, this movie just goes balls out. Just balls out by the time they evolve. It is just ridiculous. I had a hell of a time with this. I really had a hell of a time with this. And I hope you had a hell of a time with this as well. Merry Christmas, everyone. This is the last Christmas movie reaction we're doing, as well as the last movie reaction of 2020. Boy, what a ride we've been on through. Like, because in all these movie reactions, you know, we did Death Note and Frozen and The Hunger Games and Alien and Whiplash and Santa Claus Conquers the Martians and Gremlins. This has been a very interesting time for these movie reactions, and I have really, really enjoyed them. And I hope you've enjoyed them too. Next year, we will be continuing movie reactions. I think I'm going to be shifting over to once a month on movie reactions, just because I think that would be better. You know, it is very time-consuming to do these movie reactions, so I'm going to be moving these over to once a month, towards the end of the month, basically. And if you want to vote for what movie I'm going to be reacting to next, you can over at my Patreon page. Well, once the next poll goes up, basically. But for $1, you can vote in polls. So, yeah. That's basically it, guys. Once again, Merry Christmas to all. And to all, a batshit crazy night. And with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my movie reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit the notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.